James Gunn's Superman reportedly channels the tone and style of the 1996 animated series, making it a nostalgic win for longtime fans. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. James Gunn's Superman hits theaters on July 11th, but early insiders are drawing bold comparisons, and fans of the 90s will love this to AT. Per reports, the new live-action film bears a striking resemblance to Superman, the animated series, the beloved 1996 DCU classic. Known for its mature storytelling, sharp writing, and modern spin on the Man of Steel, the animated series became a gold standard for Superman adaptations. Now, Gunn's take is allegedly channeling that same tone, heart, and heroic spirit, prompting one early viewer to call it a great live-action version of the cartoon. That's high praise. Upcoming Superman might just be the love letter to animation fans we didn't know we needed. According to a Redditor whose friend attended a junket screening, Gunn's DC reboot is a great live-action version of the cartoon Superman. And by cartoon, they mean the iconic Superman, the animated series from 1996, part of the legendary DCU. Comparison holds. We're in for something special. Superman, the animated series, was known for its sleek art style, sharp writing, and surprisingly mature tone. It balanced classic Silver Age vibes with a modernized, post-burn version of the character, strong, but not godlike, confident, but still grounded. It respected the cape. That same spirit seems to be running through Gunn's take. Superman stars David Corenswet as Clark Kent, Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, and Nicholas Hoult as a new-age Lex Luthor. From the early buzz, it sounds like Gunn is pulling inspiration from multiple sources: All-Star Superman, classic comics, and now, allegedly, the 90s cartoon that helped define a generation's Superman. Gunn's always had a soft spot for stylized, character-driven storytelling. If he's borrowing the heart and tone of the animated series while grounding it in a new cinematic universe, then Superman might be the bridge between nostalgic fans and modern audiences. You see, James Gunn's Superman isn't about how Clark Kent becomes a hero, but about what happens when the world's already got one, and still doesn't trust him. This film pretty much jumpstarts the DC Universe's live-action chapter, and it's doing it with a Superman who's 3 years into the job and neck-deep in global drama. From what I've seen and read, this ain't the Boy Scout in tights version. Corenswet's Man of Steel is a symbol and a threat. He saves lives, challenges power structures, and refuses to be anyone's political pawn. Governments don't like it. Lex Luthor, though, thrives on it. And frankly speaking, that tension is what's pulling me in. Gunn's storytelling seems rooted in legacy and modern paranoia. There's a moral tug-of-war between truth, power, and public image. Lois Lane knows Clark's secret and still pushes him to be better. Lex builds his empire on control. And Superman's just trying to do the right stuff without losing himself. The Justice Gang, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, aren't just background noise either. They're proof that the world already has heroes, but not everyone fights for the same reasons. What excites me most is the potential setup. Ultraman. Engineer. Maxwell Lord. There's weight here. Political conflict, inner struggle, journalistic truth, all laced with superpowered tension. This is no simple punch fest. If Gunn pulls this off, Superman won't just reboot the DCU. It'll redefine what a superhero movie can say about us. And yeah, I'm ready for it. Are you? The music in James Gunn movies has always been something to marvel at. The director recently revealed his process of picking music for his films. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. James Gunn's reputation as one of the best soundtrack curators in Hollywood is no accident. His films aren't just remembered for their characters and visuals, they're remembered for the songs. Whether it's Peter Quill vibing to Redbone or a perfectly timed Bowie track elevating a scene's emotion, Gunn's music choices feel surgically precise. But what fans may not realize is how much time, energy, and obsession go into curating those playlists. While most directors consider music in the post-production stage, Gunn builds soundtracks into his films from the earliest writing sessions. And now, he's finally revealed the surprising method behind how he keeps his music picks fresh and inspired. In a recent interview on Max's YouTube channel, James Gunn shared that he is a huge fan of music. I'm pretty obsessive about music. He listens to a lot of music across genres, and there are tools that help him in the process. Gunn revealed that he regularly visits a site called Album of the Year, a platform that catalogs every new album release along with critical and fan reviews. While it's not a streaming service, it serves as his go-to resource to discover highly rated new music across genres. Once something catches his eye, he dives into listening sessions. Since it's impossible to listen to all the music that comes out, Gunn picks from his favorite genres and the highly rated work on the website he mentioned. He also often relies on the recommendations from his brothers, who are just as passionate about music. These exchanges allow Gunn to explore sounds beyond his comfort zone, which eventually influence his storytelling decisions. This obsessive method has been a part of his creative process since the beginning. During the making of the Chris Pratt star, Guardians of the Galaxy, he sifted through hundreds of lesser-known 70s songs, narrowing them down to a set that would form the heart of the film. The final selections were so tightly integrated that they were played live on set, helping actors and crew sync to the rhythm and tone. The result was a soundtrack that felt like an emotional backbone, not just background music. Despite being known for his impeccable playlists, Gunn is making a deliberate shift with the David Corenswet-starrer Superman. Unlike his previous films, this one leans heavily on a traditional score, composed by John Murphy and David Fleming. There are still a couple of songs woven into the film, but Gunn has said this is his first score-heavy project. He believes this approach helped him grow creatively, forcing him to find new ways to shape mood and narrative without relying on the emotional shorthand that needle drops often provide. Even with the score leading the way, Gunn hasn't forgotten the power of legacy. The composer has hinted at incorporating subtle nods to John Williams' original Superman theme, honoring the character's musical past without overdoing it. The trailer even featured a reworked version of the iconic fanfare, suggesting a respectful balance between old and new. What's also notable is what Superman avoids. Gunn reportedly made it clear that overused tracks like Don't Stop Me Now or Kryptonite won't appear in the movie. He's still curating with the same precision, just through a different musical lens. Going forward, Gunn has expressed interest in exploring more projects that lean into original scoring, signaling a potential evolution in his creative playbook. Whether through nostalgic bangers in Guardians or sweeping compositions in Superman, James Gunn's relationship with music is central to his storytelling. The Boys star Jensen Ackles reveals his only condition to reprise Batman role in James Gunn's DCU after previous stint as the DC hero. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Jensen Ackles voiced the role of Batman in several DCAU projects, making him a fan-favorite pick for the Dark Knight role in James Gunn's new DCU. In a recent interview, Ackles opened up about whether he would be interested in taking up the cowl in live action and revealed what type of Batman he'd like to play. The supernatural star has already played a very hyper-masculine superhero in The Boys, but is currently headlining a new series